Yeah.
once again.
Once
Once
again,
again,
crypto is moving in our favor.
dude, crypto is finally moving. It's been
Finally,
really
finally moving in the right direction.
it's been really sad to watch for the past week.
Oh, it's been stuck in this channel.
Yeah.
It looks like, it gets up near the highs, we get all excited, and then it gets rejected,
Yeah, I'm so over the
right?
rejection.
Oh, I
Dude, I
know.
really am. But we
But
got
you know
some
what?
we got some well, okay, let's just go over the disclaimer first, Brian.
All right. Cody and I are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. It's our views and opinions only.
That's
Please
excellent.
take precaution when getting involved with cryptocurrency. Do your own research.
You should do that professionally. That was great.
All
That was
right.
perfect. Oh, and if you
Happy
guys want to,
Friday.
happy Friday. And if you guys want to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, that would mean the world to Brian.
It would. It would make my month, my
Yes.
day.
And mine.
Yes. I can't believe we're already January 17th, 3 days from having the new president-elect Trump in office,
Dude, that's so crazy. I actually,
right?
yeah, I really don't. It's just so unbelievable that he's still going back, that he's actually going back into office again.
Yeah, for his second term.
I know. It's unbelievable. It really is because, and I say unbelievable because of all the things that he went through.
I
I
know.
don't think there's a single president that has ever gone through what this man has gone through. I mean, at least not the public humiliation stuff that he's gone through.
Well, everything is so different now with, technology and media,
Yeah.
so it's a whole different game now than it was when Kennedy or Nixon or were in office. Nixon, it started getting more media from then on. But like, say FDR or way back in the day, there was no social media, no
Yeah.
driving force. And Trump loves the media. I mean, he made that talk show,
Yeah. Wait. What?
Apprentice.
Oh,
Not talk show, the
the Celebrity
celebrity.
Apprentice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, was a great show.
it was. Well, originally it was just Apprentice, normal people,
Yeah. But
right? And
that
then he
was
changed
good.
it to Celebrity Apprentice. So yeah, that was a good show. That was
It's actually kind of
entertaining.
interesting. The company that you and I both were involved with was a part of that show at one point too, which is kind of funny.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually amazing
Well, he was a
how many
sponsor
people.
for them.
Right, but it's actually
He,
amazing how many friends that you and I have that are direct friends with him,
I know. Actually,
which
that's
is
true.
we're
Never
literally
even.
one person away from knowing Mr. Trump. It's just it's just kind of funny. But yeah, dude, I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of proud of him. I think he's done such a great job at like getting through and making it happen. I got my Trump sign back there.
Very nice.
I do I just want our country to be strong again, you know. I feel like we've kind of become a weak looking country. Everyone's like pushing us around and or
But it's
doing with
already,
us what they want to do with us, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So it's nice to have.
And it's funny. It's funny and sad at the same time. It's so visible across party lines from when Democrats are running the country to when Republicans are, how
Yeah,
the world views us
right.
and how we are participating in the world on a security level. Everything changes. It's like, and it's a drastic change, and it shouldn't be.
No.
That aspect should be, it should be always on the correct path. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, but
No,
anyway.
I know. I agree with you 100. No, it makes total sense what you're saying. It needs to be on the correct path. It needs to be on a path with decent morale, you know? And it's just I don't feel like we've had that recently. It's unfortunate. It's and it doesn't mean just create a bunch of regulations, you know? I
Right.
don't think that that's the answer to good moral or morale. I
Well,
think
I
it's
think Trump is more for less regulation.
exactly.
So,
But
and
right,
hey, 3 days, we got 3 days.
right,
Hopefully
exactly.
Biden just decides to take a nap and he wakes up and it's like, oh, the
Dude,
weekend's over.
he's been snoring and taking a nap for a while.
He just did I just saw something. He just signed a, you know how they release non-violent drug offenders sometimes? He just
Uh,
released 2,500 non-violent um, drug offenders that are in jail for crack cocaine and cocaine and stuff. So he
huh.
just 2,500 of them are let free.
He just pardoned 2,500 of them?
Well, they it's not a pardon. They just say, all right, so we're releasing you, sir, time served.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. I don't know. That's what they do.
Is he trying to build up
I don't
an
know.
allyship
He's
here?
just being, I don't know what he's doing. Actually, he doesn't know what he's doing either. He's just signing where he's been told to sign. It's
See, now
Obama.
that I
It's
believe.
Obama that's no is driving. I mean, maybe it's not Obama, but there's a group of people
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that are running this country right now.
That's
Because
not.
Biden is not running this country. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah. And that
He's
right
just
there,
signing what he's told to sign.
that's not a conspiracy. That's actually
No,
true.
I
That
mean,
is an actual true statement because, yeah, there's proof
there's no way
that
he
he's
can
not running
be,
the country right
there's no
now.
way he can be in that position at the capacity he's at. There's
Yeah.
no
No
way.
way. No
It's the
way.
most difficult, stressful job
Dude,
in
you
the
want to.
world.
Meanwhile, Trump is literally doing what he can legally do to run the country the legal way that he possibly can, not being president, straight out of his house. Like, dude, deals have been made. Wars have been like literally there's a
Oh, stuff is
ceasefire
oh
right now.
they know what's happening. They know
Like
what's going to
that
happen when Trump comes
ceasefire,
in.
well, that
Oh
was a
yeah,
ceasefire
that's
that
Trump
it's
driven.
solidified. That is Trump driven. That is not Biden driven. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Here's Biden's final little thing he's gonna do. Make a deal so that there's a ceasefire in the Middle East. It's like 3 days before the inauguration. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I highly doubt that that was Joe Biden. Like,
a
there's no
lot of this
way.
stuff, there's no, I mean, but it's probably been like this for a while.
Yeah,
I mean, a long time.
yeah. I think you're right.
So
But the point is that
anyway,
the Trump
anyway,
inauguration's
we
coming up.
survived it. Everybody's still, our country's intact.
Yeah,
You know,
the Trump
I mean, we
inauguration
all
is
still
coming
have a
up.
good life. If you think about it, I have a great life. I still
Well,
have all the
dude, we live in
opportunities in the
America.
world to me, right?
America,
Even though Biden was in office for 4 years, I might be paying more money in taxes. The economy might suck. This might suck or whatever.
right,
But again, it's up to me of how I react to those. And I
right,
can make those decisions because there's people that are successful throughout all the during the whole time.
right.
It's up to you. You got to make the choices on how you can survive with because we have the freedom to make our choices with what we're given,
Yeah, yeah,
you
exactly.
know? So I mean,
Well,
granted, yeah,
but
people can
yeah,
look at it like,
we
oh,
live
well, you
in
don't have a choice. You have to do this, or you
no,
go to jail.
we live in America. I
Yeah.
mean, we 250
Most
million
people
people.
haven't traveled the world. I've traveled a lot back, years ago, and I mean, to third world countries, even other countries, but these countries are so bad, and people take for granted what we have here in this country. We're still the greatest country in,
Oh, 100%.
you
That's my
know?
point.
So, but
Yeah,
people lose sight of that,
of course they do. Well, and
you know? So, but
they take it for granted.
they want to be a victim, you know?
Dude,
Well,
I
just
was
you have a choice to make, you know? There's so many people that come from nothing and are so successful because they made the choice to be. Well, you can make the choice not to do anything and just wait for stuff to come to you. Government handouts. So you're going to vote for the people that are giving out the government handouts. That's why
yeah.
the elections are so close,
Well, yeah. I mean, I
right?
dude,
So
we just want
anyway,
like every human
enough with
being watching
politics.
this. Think about this for a second. Every human being that's ever watched or that is watching this right now. Think about the fact that you just won the greatest race of all time, getting to your mother's egg. You've literally, billions of sperm. You're the one who made it. And then, if you live in America, to add a cherry on top there, dude, you also live in America. Out of 7 billion, 8 billion people in the world, you made it in the batch of 100 or 250 million people. in the greatest country in the world. And you know,
Oh,
and
I'm
that's
not
no
taking granted. There are a lot of other good countries,
no,
great
I'm just
countries
saying
out there,
like
but
and no offense if we got people watching from like Eastern Europe or wherever, Australia, Africa, whatever it is, you know, South America, like the world is beautiful, period. I'm
and
just
there's
saying like
other great countries out there, but
yeah,
we're biased. We
I'm not
live
trying to
here.
disrespect those countries. I'm
No,
just saying like
I mean, I would have no
don't take
problem
for
living,
granted that you live in America. That's what I'm saying because it's
right? I
amazing.
mean, I would live in Australia, maybe. It was nice.
The whole world, dude.
The whole world.
I've been
Yeah.
around the world. The actually funny enough, the only area that I haven't been is I haven't been anywhere in Europe. I've been in Asia. I've been in
So I haven't been anywhere
all
in
over
South
South
America.
America,
See, I
all
haven't
over
been anywhere in
America,
South
all over
America. Yeah.
yeah. South
But
America is amazing.
I've
I
been all over
freaking love
Europe, all over Asia.
yeah. Seen Ecuador. Uh I mean, oh my word. I've been Central America. There's actually Mexico's wonderful. Um, depending on
I've
where
been
you
to
are.
Tijuana.
Tijuana, yes.
That was
Yes.
back a long time ago.
I went to Costa Rica. That was really cool. I don't know. There's a lot of really good places that in this world. I encourage people to travel. I think travel is a
Yes.
very good thing. And you know, it's unbelievable. I mean, dude, I did a show on the Great Wall of China.
Really?
Dude, amazing. Amazing
Oh, what
experience.
an experience.
It really, yeah. I mean, the Forbidden City there is amazing. The Terracotta Army there is amazing. Beijing is kind of that's like New York on steroids.
Really?
Dude, it's nasty. I mean, I don't like China's gorgeous. It's a beautiful place, but you go to Beijing, you feel like you're in New York City, but with like way less policing. So
Yeah.
like you literally like basically you are running for your life trying to cross the street, you know, because people will hit you and they will kill you and that'll be the end of that. It's just
All right. So let's go right into crypto from there.
let's go right into crypto. So
Don't jaywalk in
inauguration.
Beijing.
Yeah. So inauguration, man.
I
Like
know, right?
that's the big thing right now, right?
So, and I'm hearing things I'm reading and listening to other people. There's a lot of chatter saying once Trump gets in office, the market is going to explode. Where we
Yep.
thought it was going to be different, or I did anyway. I thought we were going to have a big run up to inauguration and maybe a little drop right after. Or it seems like it was the other way around.
Well, let's take a look and see what we got here. So for the New York Post, we got some news that came out about crypto crowd ready for blue skies under Trump's administration. 4 years,
For
harassment is over.
the 4 year harassment is over from Gary Gensler, whatever. Bye bye.
I don't know what this Mark Zuckerberg video is, but we're going to move on beyond that.
Oh
So,
yeah.
after years of regulatory harassment under the Biden administration, which is true, there's been so much of it. It's been ridiculous.
I know.
Um, as a noble investor described in New York Next, the crypto community is celebrating Donald Trump's inauguration as the end of the 4 year terror and hearing significant policy reversal aimed to legitimizing the industry. This shift is a market appointment of crypto-friendly officials. So, and this is like David Sachs, which, by the way, one of the greatest. I'm so pumped about this guy, dude. Like David Sachs being a part of like the AI community, but also crypto czar.
Czar.
Like
He's the AI
we
and crypto
have a
czar.
crypto czar.
So, and he's in.
David is a czar for crypto.
That's not a position that has to get approved by Congress. He's got the job.
He has the job. He
He
doesn't have
starts
to
on
go
Monday,
through it like the Attorney General and the
right?
Secretary of Defense, like we've been watching. Which, by the way, those two hearings were phenomenal. I really encourage you guys to check those out. Those people are amazing, dude. Pete Hegseth and what's the girl's name?
Uh,
Pam Bondi.
I don't know.
I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, both amazing, absolutely amazing. But I'm pumped about this guy right here, David Sachs,
Yeah, and also
as a
Paul
crypto
Atkins
czar.
and
Oh
Paul
yeah,
Atkins for the SEC
yep,
chair.
yep. So
Oh, oh my gosh, this
some
market is
crazy
going
good
to
stuff happening.
explode.
Actually, wait, did we have a hearing about the Secretary of Treasury, or did that happen? Or
I don't know because he was that person's a pro crypto person too.
he is? Yeah, I don't know if we've had that one yet, but it's amazing how quick, like how tight they're putting all this before
So there was
inauguration.
U.S. Treasury Secretary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the entire market is revealed. We have, okay, let's just, okay, the approach of ton governments and regulatory agents, Frank, who's this? Frank Chapron or Chapro, an early Bitcoin investor, director, specialized project, crypto news sites in back or in black. The block. I can't read, dude. Said what this means particularly is the banks will be able to touch crypto for the last 4 years. They've been wow. Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, I wasn't. I
So
was like,
banks will be able to touch crypto. For the last 4 years, they've been told they can't.
oh,
And by
right,
the
because
and
they
by
can't
the
be
way,
the
this
they can't be the custodian.
right, and here's the thing. That is true, and I've experienced that on you and I experienced this. We had an investors group 7 years ago, and I was a part of I actually hooked us up with the credit unions for our investors group. And dude, when we were doing that, I got to the point. This was back in 2017. I got to the point where I got a call from the head manager of the credit unions in our town. And I'm not just saying one individual bank. I'm saying the credit unions in our town. She sat me down after hours and said, "We need to talk." And I'm like, "What's happening?" And she's like, "What's all this money for?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Why is this money coming and going so quick all the time? What's happening?" And I'm just like, "Excuse me." I'm like I was upset. I'm just like, "It's none of your effing business." Like what
Right.
like, you know? And she's like, "Well, then we're gonna have to call this partnership off then." She's like, I'm like, "What do you think I'm doing? Drugs or something? Like what's the matter?" She's just like, "I want to know what it is you're doing because we're not like she's freaking out.
Yeah.
And I said, "All right, I'll tell you what it is." I'm like, "It's cryptocurrency." And she's like, "Well, what's that?"
Right. Oh no.
And I'm
All
like,
right.
"Are you serious?" And then I'm like, "It's because primarily the gateway that we were using was Coinbase, so it's not like
Right.
we weren't doing anything sketchy or anything." And I mean, we had some other exchanges that we were hooked up to as
Yeah,
well,
we were
but like,
using Binance at the
yeah,
beginning,
we
and then
had
we went to
Binance back when it was good. Yeah, I mean,
Binance.us.
yeah, exactly. So, oh, do you remember Bitfinex? Oh no, Bittrex. Do you remember Bittrex exchange?
Bitfinex,
No, no, Bittrex.
Bittrex. Yeah,
Bittrex
yeah,
exchange. Yeah, we had
yeah,
Bittrex exchange,
yeah.
Coinbase. I think we had Kraken. We had Binance.
Binance.
So, anyways, the point is that I ended up I was trying to educate her. So I went from like pissed off to like, "Oh, I'm really stoked. I'm going to educate you." So we're talking, and then so what ended up happening is she told me that the CEOs of the company for the credit unions were getting nervous about it, and they ended up shutting us down. So we had to forfeit that bank account and move to a different bank. In addition to that, I ended up calling or talking to one of my buddies who actually has a bunch of crypto um kiosks,
Yeah.
like
The
they're
yeah,
like
like
ATMs for Bitcoin.
right.
And other cryptocurrencies. And him and I sit down. He's like, "Hey, dude, so like I was hooked up with like these credit unions and they shut us down." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Someone really pissed him off." And so I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but I think that we're the reason why we got basically all people that had crypto accounts got banned from credit unions in our state.
Whoops.
Just
Sorry, people.
yeah, but
Well,
it's
that's
all
not a
back now
problem
because
now. I mean,
now they're all educated.
yeah,
So, but
yeah,
anyways, I just thought that was kind of funny because we ended up, yeah. Anyways, it's just stupid.
right.
People want to know. I mean, do banks, centralized banks, man? I mean, it's just they want control.
Yeah, they do. So it's Scott Besson.
Oh yeah, that's
Is
right, Scott Besson. That's it.
so I don't know if they've had the confirmation hearing for him yet or not.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
So, but anyway,
But so okay, so this situation results in crypto startups moving. Okay, yeah, actually, hold on. There's more to read about this because I actually do think that this is playing a large reason why we're having a jump in the market right now. So, all right, the situation results in crypto startups moving offshore or never launching in the first place. So this is the these are the consequences, of
Right.
banks not being involved or not being able to be
Yeah.
involved. So with just the change alone, Carter predicts that crypto startups resistance, all the startups
Yes.
that left are coming back to the United States. Think about that.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. This was a number one crypto. Okay, this was the number one thing that crypto people wanted to change. I didn't know that actually.
I didn't either.
That's the number one thing, huh? And then there are already some early signs happening that the source is added. So I don't know who this guy is, but he's the founder of CEO European-based cryptocurrency investments firms, and told the New York Next that he could consider launching into the United States this year. So we might actually have an influx. It's almost just like, and
Like
this actually makes me wonder if we're going to have
that's where we
Binance
want.
back.
Well, Trump wants to be the crypto leader of the world, right? So
Yeah,
that means any new crypto startup that is solving a problem or serves something or, is a legitimate thing, of course he wants it developed and started in the US. He wants them all to be US based companies.
right. Do you
So
want
this
do you,
this is definitely going to allow that to happen more so than before because of the restrictions of that companies were going overseas
yeah. Well, they're going
because
overseas.
they didn't have a choice. They
Well,
had to.
yeah, like I remember this being an issue with Justin Sun and the Tron Foundation because they were out of, I think it was like San Francisco or something like that was their head office, but they had to. This is what's been so frustrating for crypto companies in general is they've had to move from country to country or state to state or sector to sector,
Like I remember
whatever.
like even exchanges like New York was the toughest state to allow exchanges to operate in that state if you lived in that state. Remember going through all of that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was insane. So is Binance still banned from the United States?
Yeah.
So I
And
wonder if I wonder if
Binance.us is
exchanges.
not, I don't think Binance.us is any good anymore either.
Well, I'll bet you that it will become good in this administration because I will
Maybe.
bet you that it will because it's one of the top exchanges in the world. Dave Sachs knows
No, it's
that.
the top exchange in the world.
You think
Second
even
place
more
is
than
not even close,
yeah, I guess you're right because it is like yeah. No, I think you're right about
right?
no, that makes
I'm
total
pretty
sense.
sure.
Yeah. No, that makes complete sense. Why would Dave Sachs not want to bring that in? If he's the crypto czar of the United States, it's going to happen. It's coming back. And and I think along with many other exchanges and many other gateways, that's only screaming yes. The more gateways you have, the more opportunity there is for money to come into the market, and that's just the reality. So, anyways, uh, pushing into the stateside market of this first time, during his administration, Biden appointed officials who tried to crack down on the industry, passing laws and making difficult for traditional institutions to hold cryptocurrency. Lawmakers and regulators saw the industry, which remains wildly speculative, as something to be tamped down rather than grown carefully. So, and that's the key right there. Like they just cut it off. They didn't actually want to get into growing it. Dude, I don't even understand why, like forget Biden as a leader. The whoever else was leading the country, I don't understand why they didn't want to be a part of growing
Right.
cryptocurrency.
Why are they like so anti?
I don't get it.
So real quick, I just wanted to go back to the exchange thing, just so people can understand how big Binance is.
Yeah, say
All
it.
right. So Binance on the last 24-hour volume, they did almost 22 billion, right? And
That's crazy.
actually
Tw
that's no, actually, excuse me. They did 32 billion in a 24-hour
32.
volume, right? The
Like that's how
next,
much trading volume they did?
yeah,
Phew,
24-hour trading volume, 32 billion,
that's crazy.
right? And then the next one is Bybit, which is almost 8 billion. And then the
Wow.
third is Coinbase at 7 billion. And then four is OKX, whoever they are, at 5 billion. And then Kraken at, a little over 2 billion.
Yeah,
KuCoin
so
at
so so
1.7
Binance, you
billion.
don't we're not even close to Binance. It doesn't matter what exchange it is.
Right. Binance
Binance
is
is
more than all of the
truly,
other ones added up.
yeah, it's true. Which, by the way, and I stand by BNB coin. I really do.
What
I
is it at right now?
I
You have one, right? You kept one
I decided to keep one BNB
just to have it.
just to have it. Well, I don't know. I just like it just felt
Yeah.
right. Just
Oh,
felt right
definitely.
to have a BNB coin.
Right. What is the price of
I'm gonna
BNB?
be so successful with one BNB, Brian.
Yeah. It's still at $725 or
I'm
so.
so successful.
Yes.
I think I bought BNB at like $100.
Really? So I made out pretty good last bull run with B&B. I bought down in 15, $20 and I sold it pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I no longer have any.
Yeah, I honestly I don't even think I bought BNB at $100. I'm pretty sure that it was actually just the dust collection that I created, like from all of the crypto trading or crypto trading.
Yeah,
Tripto. Crypto trading.
that's right. You can convert the dust. Forgot
Convert
about
the
the dust.
dust. Yeah, that was
Dust,
the whole like that was the
dust to
exciting part
dust.
about BNB. So I kept converting dust, and then now I've got like $700 of dust just sitting there.
All right.
It's nice. But
Uh,
anyways, so while they acknowledge that the risk involved, the people want to see rules that at least make possible for crypto companies to operate and grow in the United States. And that right there, my friend, is the key. That's the key.
yeah.
So that's what's going to happen, and that's what's exciting about the Trump administration. It's coming to fruition. It's happening. We are going to be
He's got 4 years to solidify and make the crypto
he
industry rock solid like
yeah.
all the other financial
You know, there's only
and
one other president in the past
institutions.
many, many years that I think would actually have been a crypto president had he been in a time of crypto. And funny enough, I think that would be Bill Clinton.
Yeah, he might have embraced it.
He does embrace it, and I think he
Yeah.
would have embraced it,
I
but
think
it
he would
wasn't
have
during
back
his
then.
time.
No.
And I'm not a fan of Clinton, by the way, but I'm just saying, like, I do think that he is the only other president that would have taken this seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of his policies and whatnot. I worked for him.
I know, isn't that crazy, dude?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were
Uh,
gonna say it or not.
but yeah, I did a little work in communications for him. And
Dude,
then,
you've worked for two presidents.
but then anyway,
Or three? Have you
he
worked for
wasn't a
three?
bad president. He was very likable. He was presidential. He did, for a Democrat, he did a good job.
He told me once, he's like,
I mean, he was
Brian is one of my favorite
how can you
employees.
hate the guy? He was the first president that got elected during the campaign. They came out that he committed adultery, so they
Right.
swept that under the
Yeah,
carpet. They're
like
like,
other
damn it.
presidents haven't done that.
So what can we do now? Oh, he dodged the draft by going to school over in Cambridge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll sweep that one under the carpet too. And then the third one was I did not inhale.
Yeah.
Right? Back then,
It did
that
not go into my lungs. It
right
went
back
into
then in
my mouth.
'92, you smoking pot was that was a big no-no.
Yeah.
So he got caught for drugs. They swept that under the table.
Yeah.
And that's when the press really worked with getting him elected. And then if Ross Perot wasn't in the election, Bush probably would have got reelected. But Perot took too many votes from Bush.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. How do we get on back to politics? Here we are
Well, politics are a very large part of the crypto game. I mean,
right
if you
now.
think about
Yeah.
it. Well,
I
they
mean,
always
yeah,
will be.
Bitcoin's over 102,000 now.
Anything that can be a surrogate for the United States dollar is going to be involved in politics. And that's what crypto is. It's a surrogate for the United States dollar.
Hmm. I think so. This is what I think is going to happen. I think banks, actually countries, are going to create a digital dollar,
Hmm.
right? So
Like a
as
defined digital
people are
dollar.
transferring to use the digital dollar, they remove that paper money from the economy
Yeah.
and burn it.
Hmm.
So you still have the same amount of US currency value, but some of it's in digital form and some is in paper form. And I think that's how you'd have to roll it out,
Hmm.
right? So
I
banks
like
will be
that. Yeah.
able to have a digital wallet for the digital dollar, or you can
Right.
get US dollar, or they can be the custodian and hold your other cryptocurrencies for you.
I
Who
think that
knows
that
how
would
this is
be an
going to
amazing
happen?
move. That would
And
be an
then
amazing
and then
move.
with real world assets coming into play being tokenized.
Yeah. Well, th okay, so
So
like
my
okay,
so my son thinks Ripple is going to be huge because of what he's hearing on his social media stuff, like with support from Trump. Like he's like that. That's going to be used everywhere.
I agree. I actually think it will because they are complying with the concept of centralization. And people that like Ripple, by the way, hate it when I say that. Well, they don't like the idea of centralized philosophy because because technically XRP is decentralized. But
Well, it's yeah, because you have XRP and then you have
I mean
Ripple, the
XRP is
company.
very it's almost kind of separate from Ripple now.
Yeah, I haven't done a deep dive into it, so I can't speak
Well, it's
on
just
on on that stuff,
just
on
in
the
my
technical
studies, in
of
my
Ripple.
understanding, like well, they used to be together. They would support each other and they still do, but I think that it was a smart move for them to actually decentralize XRP. Correct me if I'm wrong here, folks, but like XRP is decentralized. I'm pretty sure it is. And but
Well,
Ripple is so powerful, it's such a powerful infrastructure that allows, allows the banks to just be way more efficient in their transactions, which there is billions and billions of dollars of transactions happening every day, you know, and we need to, instead of having to deal with paying those fees, utilizing, assets like Ripple, fast, really, really diverse, well connected. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
and Ripple since
But I think Ripple's actually going to expand into more than just XRP. I think XRP,
well, XRP is up 500% since the election.
yeah, can you imagine that? A 5x, a
I'm not
5x,
lying. Here, I'll show you.
not the inauguration, but the
Oh, election.
the election. Yeah.
Yeah.
From election to inauguration of 5x is a pretty good deal, you know?
I mean, this is stupid, actually, stupid good in the best
So if it's
possible
going to
way.
10, if it's going to $10, then you're telling me that we still have like a 3.5x opportunity,
Yeah.
basically.
So Tuesday, November 5th. Oh, right. I forgot my ruler. Yeah. Tuesday, November 5th is the election day, which is price was right around there. And we'll just go where the price currently is at. So in 73 days, it's up 529%,
Jeez.
right? Look at
Yeah,
that chart.
I
That is
know.
just crazy.
It's insane.
I mean, so even if this level here, I think the $2.40 is going to get revisited, this bull market,
Yeah.
right?
Well, these guys have gone through the same kind of persecution as Donald Trump, really. I mean, they've been tried by the SEC
Oh my
for,
God, multiple times.
yeah, for how long? So
Too long. All right, I'm going to try to get a good XRP chart where it
maybe I should
shows
just
it's.
buy some XRP today. It's kind of green right now. A
So
little
here,
green. Actually, what's stopping it, really? I mean, if it's just,
it's all-time high,
yeah,
right? At like 354. It's looks like it's peaked at to like 340, 343.
it's
But
so
look at,
close.
right, look at that.
That is
The last
so wild. That is so wild.
Let's go to the weekly. This is the weekly. Yeah, look, it had a bull flag, right?
Yeah.
And it just broke out of that bull flag. So it's probably going to go up to $4 or $5 before it decides to do a correction. Well, it's got to get past its all-time high, which I think it's going to.
You guys had your chance to buy.
All right, full disclosure. My son talked me into buying some XRP when it was $2.40, so I did.
Sounds like you need to
I
listen
was
to your
like, why
son more
not? I need
often.
a little bit of XRP in my portfolio, so I did. He's
Yeah,
like, Dad, because he bought more. He wanted to buy more. I'm like, all right, sure.
yeah,
And he's like, because Dad, it's gonna go through the roof. I'm like, all right. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy myself a little bit. And I did
yeah. There you go. I
at
know.
two
I
dollars
gotta.
and forty cents. So I'm already
Well,
up,
it was
you know.
again. It's what initially got you and I involved in cryptocurrency to begin with. I mean,
I know.
that's what 2006, 16, 17. We got
Yeah.
involved in Ripple and we bought in at 20 cents.
Yeah, I'm already up like 30%.
No, 15 cents. We bought in at
15. Yeah.
15 cents.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yep. The
15
Bitcoins we
cents.
had, we were like, we weren't focused on Bitcoin. I don't know why, but we weren't. Um,
Because we were
it-
we were thinking that we were ahead of the curve with XRP, which by the way we were.
XRP, Tron, Cardano,
Dude,
those
we
were
like
our
all of
big
those
ones.
coins, getting involved in those coins at the stage that we did. Holy crap. I mean, like
I
that's
know. So
and by the
there's a
way,
lot to be
no
said
one is
for holding
nobody's
for,
missed the boat. No one has missed the boat.
but there's a lot to be said for holding long term.
That's
That
the
long
point.
term would be
Dude,
8 years.
I am convinced with everything in me that if you want to be successful in life, you have got to stay consistent with something. The biggest killer of success is not being consistent. Period. That's the killer. Like I was
Yeah.
listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and Mel Gibson was at the very end. It was a Joe Rogan Mel Gibson thing, which by the way was amazing. And at the very end, Mel is just like, "How did you do what you did?" Like he's like, "What you've done here is amazing." And he's like, "I don't know. I just kept doing it." It's like that's
Yeah.
the key to success.
Just don't
Is just
stop.
stay
Keep,
consistent. Keep going. Don't stop. And honestly, the only way that you're going to be able to stay consistent is if you do what you love.
yeah.
That's the only way. So it's like, yeah, imagine when we bought into XRP, holding that 16-cent XRP till today. That's consistency. People that stay with the same job and have the same 401k have a boatload of money to retire with. People that decide that they're going to invest in Tesla 7 years ago and just stay consistent with holding that
Stayed the
Tesla.
course.
Stay the course. Think about how much you guys, and here's the thing, you have not missed the boat. You have
No.
not missed the boat. You can do it today, like
Yes.
just be consistent. Like there's going to come a time, I believe,
That the
that
boat's going
Bitcoin
to
is
be
going to be
full.
worth over millions of dollars. So if you buy $100,000 Bitcoin today, I'm not saying buy
But
$100,000,
I
but I'm
bet
just
you in
saying
10 years it's going to be worth $1 million.
you're going to have your 10x consistency. Wins every time. It really wins every single time.
So
So
look at Bitcoin right now. I got it up on
and
the chart.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I about went into like serious preachy mode there.
I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, no, no. I'm glad you did because that
But
was a
look at
rabbit
this.
trail we did not want to go down. It's
So look at this when we broke the all-time high and then we went right up to here. So we got into this channel where, the 100,000 was a resistance, 99,000. So it pushed us back down. But what was great, 95,000 was kind of holding our support. And you can see over the last 3 months, it's pretty much been, Bitcoin's pretty much been between 95 and $100,000, 95, 99,000. It's just
yeah,
rode this channel. We broke above it one time and actually made a new all-time high. Um, but then we came back down and we came right back down to 95,000 and held as support. But then we had a breakdown a little bit, but good thing the 50-day moving average was there and that held as support. Pretty strong support for the most part. And then it came back up and we went right back to that 99,000 resistance, pushed us back down. And actually, we went back down to the 50-day moving average again for a few days. That was kind of a nail biter because if that broke, we were going to go down to like 88,000 anyway. You can see right here, it actually wicked down to there. But that was just a quick wick during that day. Maybe for an hour or two, it was down that around 89,000. But then we came back up, and now we've come up to the 99,000 resistance and we broke through it, which is fantastic. Next resistance we have is the alt, probably, I'm not sure if 104,000 is going to be a resistance anymore. I think it might still because it was here. So we got to break through that 104,000 and then we have the all-time high, which I don't think that's going to be much resistance. I think we'll have more resistance getting above 104 than 108. So that's my take on Bitcoin. But you can see most of the time it was pretty much we had the big run up after the election when Trump won for like 3 weeks, we'll call it, and then Bitcoin went sideways, consolidated, and
Yeah.
now I think it's getting ready to explode again,
Dude, I think that we're going to be seeing a run up of
right?
this
I think the
inauguration
next
thing.
time we're going to go 125, 130,000 probably
Yeah,
on our way to $207,318.88. My all-time high.
dude.
Imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna see crypto explode. Dude, you were right, Brian. I think you were actually right on the money. Because
We'll see.
I mean, just well, let's take a look at some coin market cap stuff really quick here. I wanna and then we'll kind of get back into some other stuff, but
All right. This Bitcoin dominance real quick.
yeah, it's
So
right
this
over.
is kind of
Oh,
going
you got that.
down,
Yeah, sweet.
right? This is going down, but Bitcoin price is going up. Why is that going down? That means that altcoins are going up more than Bitcoin.
There's an actual alt season happening right now.
So let's look at that. Let's look at the total, the total three first. That's taking Ethereum out of the picture too. Look at that. That's got a nice jump up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Look at that
So
thing.
anyway, I think it's at a key level right now. It busts through this level. It's taken off. So I'm just going to look at Ethereum by itself. So Ethereum bounced off its 200-day moving average, but we'll have to see what happens right now because it's looking like the 20 and 50-day moving average are kind of acting as resistance right now. But I don't think it's going to be much. It'll probably break through that. And again, I think there might be a little resistance around 36, 3,700, but then it's going to go up to the 4,000 and probably definitely on its way to a new all-time high.
Uh,
Uh, what else do you want to look at now? Are you going to coin? You want to go to coin market cap?
yeah, no, we'll go. Yeah, I'm good with whatever. I mean, I think it
I'm
would be
trying to
good for us
think.
to kind of take a look at what we have in our portfolio here and what it's doing.
All right, definitely.
So, because we again, once again, we haven't changed any of our, holdings in our top 10 for our portfolio. So, our masterminds portfolio right now, we currently have obviously, well, let's just take a look at the 7 day. Right now, HBAR is killing it on the 7 day.
Yeah,
Absolutely just killing it. And I do think that we should bring up the HBAR
chart.
uh, chart as well. But if you guys haven't had a look at Brian's most recent video on HBAR, I think we put that out a couple of days ago, or was that
Yeah,
yesterday?
2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, so we need to get an update on that at some point. But HBAR killing it, Aerodrome or Aero Finance up almost 15% on the 7 day. Sushi has actually been doing a really good job. Sushi's been doing a really good job
Yeah,
in this correction anyways,
yeah.
which has actually been pretty awesome to watch. And then we got CFGs finally starting to take off again. Whew, that was
I
just
know.
something else. Um, and then Immutable X after that.
That's starting to
Uh,
take off. That's still
Bit,
at a good price.
it's kind of nice to see Bitcoin, you know, in the midsection of our portfolio here, kind of
Yeah.
proving your point with the Bitcoin's dominance going down. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this too. Um, I think on the well, it's not on here at the moment, but I think we're like 57 right now
Or what? Fear.
for the Fear and Greed Index,
Okay.
which is pretty exciting. Ethereum 3%, CRO 1%, CLV, and then Maple Finance are
So
starting to
so
track
those
and
two,
trail.
like I love CLV, but it hasn't really performed like the other cryptos. It's been stuck at that 6 cents. So I'm
Well,
wondering.
part of the problem is because
I'm gonna
it's
I'm gonna probably do a video on CLV next. I haven't
well,
really.
we
I
really
gotta
should.
look
I mean,
at it.
dude, and
Yeah,
I'll leave it to you. Just making a quick point though. Like,
it's a good price to
look at this
buy.
price to buy. Look
Yeah.
at it. I mean, I honestly was thinking about some dollar cost averaging in on this one just because I didn't think we were going to be below 7 cents, honestly, or 7.75 cents. I'll leave
All right.
this. Let's
I'm
make a
just
video
gonna,
about this later. Like,
all right.
because I know that you want to do that one.
Yeah.
But let's
I'm gonna
talk
look at
about
the
H bar
H
for a
bar.
sec. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
gonna
see
look
what's
at the H
happening
bar
there
chart.
because that right there, and actually while you go over that, I'm gonna refill my coffee if that's cool with you.
Oh, definitely.
Hey guys, if you could just like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, that would mean the world to us.
Yeah.
And
Crypto Cody would really love that.
yeah,
So would
I would
I.
love that. I would love it. Yes,
Go get your coffee.
I'm going to.
All right, here we are. H bar. Look at that chart. I'm telling you, H bar right now is one of my favorite coins. It's let me find a better chart that shows all of the data. Maybe Binance. And then so we can see where the all-time high was. So here we are. All-time high was like that, just at 57 cents, 58 cents. On the monthly chart, this thing has been just rocketing up, and I think we're going to have another big wick for the next month, which probably, yes, going to be big, huge. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit, weekly chart. Let me get this line out of the way. Here on the weekly chart, definitely trending up still. I'm going to zoom in on the daily chart. And the daily chart, Trump won the election, goes up, and now really looking at this, I mean, for the most part, it's after its big run up, it kind of was in a channel. Actually, more like a, yeah, I'll just call it a channel. I mean, this is where people are, you know, subjective on how they want to draw their lines. But that's how I would draw my lines. Maybe drop this down a little bit more. Just kind of take the average. But to me, over the last 3 months since election, I mean, since the spike up, so this would be over the last, call it month and a half, H bar has been going sideways and just in this channel. And now it's broke out of the channel. So, and it never even went down to the low side of the channel. It did touch the 50-day and 20-day moving averages which are riding inside the channel. So you can see for the most part, it was kind of following the 20-day moving average. And now it's broke up and it's broke above the top resistance where roughly around 35 cents. So now that it's broke that 35 cents area, there's really, to me, I'm going to zoom back out again. I'm trying to see what resistance there is. And really, the next stop is all-time high. So could we see H bar just do a sick move right now? Is that possible? I think it could be possible. I mean, we see cryptos go up 50%, 100% in a day sometimes. So right now we're at 37.4 cents. So
I'm back.
we're at 37.4 cents, right? Really, its all-time high is 50% away. I think H bar is starting its move to its all-time high because there's really no resistance now. It stays above this, really, it just needs to stay, if it stays above like this 38 cents, it's going to go. I think this thing's going to, has a great chance to hit its all-time high here in the near future. Here's the daily look at it, the daily candle wicks. It's broken above its top resistance. Really, the next resistance is its all-time high. So definitely that can that happen in 3 days before the inauguration? There's all-time high right there. That's 50%. Or is it going to happen after? I don't know. This weekend could be really interesting. This weekend, everything could have a correction and be ready to take off after Trump's in office, or we're getting an early jump on things. And then when he's in office, maybe things take a breather for a day to absorb and then continue up. Who knows? I mean, it's just, I just like, thinking about the different possibilities of what the market can do. It's going to do what it wants to anyway. You just got to go ahead and react to what the market gives you. So, anyway, that's what I got on Hedera right now.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hedera. All right, so let me hop back to this for a second. Well, why don't we take a little word of wisdom today?
All right.
I've got my buddy Gabe Klingman wrote his book Opportunity Switch. By the way, we're not sponsored by his book or anything. I've just been reading through it. Let's just take a little page, from it, or a
All
little
right.
section. Ah, one mission. The behavior must be one mission. If the behavior is not one mission, it will lead to inauthenticity. Few things will kill respect as fast as inauthenticity.
Huh.
That's pretty good, Mr. Klingman. Thank you.
Yes.
Opportunity Switch, dude. Great book, great guy. He's a. I'm sending him our crypto videos once in a while. He just thinks it's hilarious. He likes it. He really does love it. But good guy. Anyways, all right,
Excellent.
getting back to crypto. Sorry, I just had to bring that up for a second because I thought
No, that was great.
it'd be kind of fun to give him a little push
A
on his
little
book.
shout out.
Little shout out to Mr. Klingman. All right, what else we got? So,
Roadrunner.
yeah, dude, look at that
Market's
hat.
taking off. It's running.
Market, yeah.
You
When
know,
Brian wears the Roadrunner hat, you know he's
the
bullish.
Democrats, the coyote, are not going to catch the Roadrunner.
Yeah, you know that Brian is bullish when he wears that hat.
Yeah,
So he's bullish today, folks.
I'm bullish.
This is
I'm
good
feeling it.
news. All right, so
Yeah, the next couple of weeks are going to be
airdrome. I do
fun,
think we
fun,
should
fun.
take a look at airdrome as well. Actually, let's see. I'm
All
curious
right.
about the 24-hour really quick. So here's something interesting. Let's switching from the 7-day to the 24-hour. We're actually up with CFG right now. CFG is actually the one that's taking the lead in the 24-hour of
Yeah,
our portfolio.
look at
And then
that.
and then following behind that
So
is
CFG
HBAR
is up 12% in 24 hours. That's
in 24
fantastic.
hours. I think we should take a look at CFG.
All
That's what
right,
I think
I
we should
will.
do.
CFG?
Yeah, CFG. Let's do that.
All right,
See
CFG
what's
it is.
happening with that. It's been a while since we've talked about WCFG, CFG, whatever it is. Hey guys, if you want us to check something out for you, put it in the comment section.
And
You
we
want us to,
will.
and we will check it out for you right here, right now.
And we got just a little bit more time. I got about another 15 minutes, and then I have to call
Dude,
it.
I'm so pumped. I just built my office
That's
and
fantastic.
and it feels so good.
So look at CFG. Hmm.
That's got a mountain to climb there.
Right?
Yeah.
Um, it came down and it hit that 25 cent. I was like, 25 cents. I said this a while ago to you, Cody. I was like, 25 cents has to hold on CFG. If it holds 25 cents, we're okay.
Yeah.
And it did.
And it
Now
did.
it's on its way back up. It's got to get above this 31 cents, which it seems like it's working past it now. And then above the 50-day moving average, and then, that's 34 cents, 35 cents. But then it's free sailing to like 40 cents in the 200-day moving average. But this still has some work cut out for itself. Really. I mean, we got to get above all the moving averages. The moving averages are all inversed right now, which is a bearish sign, where the 200's above the 50 and the 50's above the 20. We want those in a bull market or in a bull setup. We want those reversed with the 20 up top, 50, and then the 200. So this still has some work, but who knows in this market with real world assets? I think they're going to be big in 2025. I really still, I mean, all-time high for WCFG is $2.55. I really think we're going to see its all-time high. I mean, so right now, from this low here, that's a 10x if anybody bought in at 25 cents.
Yeah,
I,
no
I
kidding.
think I think it's going to be we're going to see its all-time high of $2.55, but I think we're going to break it. So could this be more of a $3? Um, yeah, I think it could be a $3 or $4 per token coin. I so at $3, just call it. I really think there's still a 10x left, at least in this bull cycle and this cycle. There's a 10x left in WCFG. So I think we're going to see it at $3. So I mean, so it might not be a bad time to pick up some now. Um, if you're looking to build a bag, but again, do your own research. There's a lot of other coins out there too. But we like WCFG. I like it. I've had it since 2021, end of 2021, 2022 is when I started buying it. So anyway, um, but it's definitely making good break. I'd like to see the next close definitely above the point of volume control. Be nice if the next close is around 32 or 33 cents, maybe even more. I mean, it does another 10x, it's going to be at 35 cents, right? So if it does a 10x from over the weekend from its price now, yeah, I think that would be a nice jump to finish off the weekend. But I really think this thing is once it gets 35 cents, it's going to, 40 cents. So just call it 40 cents. And then from there, I think we're just going to see these nice incremental big jumps through 2025 for WCFG. So, but definitely got a good start. I think this is the bottom on WCFG, and it's just up from here. With a couple, of course, remember, we always have corrections in bull markets. So we might see this thing, who knows, go up to 50 cents, but then come back down to 30 or 40, have a 20% drop. And then from there, go to 80 cents. Who knows? It's going to be one of those very volatile. Altcoins are usually much more volatile. So that's what I have for CFG.
The other one was Sushi Swap.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
get
you're
there. I
taking
just
up
wanted to,
Arrow. Yeah, yeah. No, check out
yeah,
Arrow.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to look at Arrow real quick. So now with Arrow, I mean, to me, the weekly doesn't look that good. Actually, we'll have to wait and see. I think that's going to turn around. But let me go to the daily. So the daily, right, Arrow's a new coin for the most part. It wicked down to just below $1, like 89 cents. So now it's been up from there, and it's already back up to $1.3635. And I think it's just got to break above the 20 and 50-day moving average, get above the $1.50, and then it's going back up to its $2.20. And then I think it's price discovery on this one, right? This is fairly
I
new.
think you're right. Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
all-time high is like 236. So this is going to have a big move. You watch. Um, let me go back to the daily. I really think this is going to have a big 2025. Could this be a $5 to $10 coin? Um, I definitely think it could be. I think who knows? I think it might have a 10x in it. Maybe. We'll see what the market cap is. Uh, let me see.
Do you see my take a look at what I sent you on your text message?
I will. Yeah, so I definitely think there's a 10x in airdrome, maybe even more, because market cap's at 1 billion. So, and yeah, I think this could be a 10, $20 billion coin. So we'll see. But that's my guess. So let me see what you sent me, Cody. Oh, I love it.
Isn't that awesome?
That's awesome. That is great. So, yeah, so I see again, all the altcoins are looking very similar. They had this big drop, and I think they all hit their local bottom, and they're all turning around and going up and to the right in hopefully a violent manner.
Yeah. I dude, yeah. I think we are going to see a really exciting week of crypto. If it's already kind of exciting right now, but I think it's gonna just get more exciting as time goes on.
Yeah.
And if you guys the reason why Take a look at the thumbnail I just uploaded, and that's your answer.
right? So here we are, sushi swap. And you can see sushi swap again, like most coins after the election, had a nice pump up and then it had a correction, but it came down to a level like $1.40 and that held as support. That was big for sushi swap that this held because otherwise it was going to probably go back down to like $1.15 or even back to a dollar. But this $1.40 held for sushi and it's definitely turned around. Um, I think sushi is going to go ahead and pump. I think sushi's going to have its day. It's coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah, I think sushi's going to be pumping. It's going to get above this local high we had right here. What was that local high around 290, 295? I think it's gonna shoot above that. Let me zoom out.
Oh,
Yeah, and after
we
after it
actually
gets
do have
above
a
that
we
290,
we do have a request to look up a coin.
four. Yeah,
Uh,
this is
FL.
gonna pump.
Yeah, I think it's gonna pump.
You're pumped.
I'm
I
pumped.
don't I don't hold any, but Crypto Cody does.
Yeah, I
I've
love.
held sushi in the past, but excuse me, I no longer do.
Yeah, I just love sushi. I think it's great. So,
Yeah, it was a shoot off of I think Uniswap, something like that. But all right, what's the coin?
the coin is so it's 21st century money. Asked us to look up FLUX and ZEN or Zen. So we'll check those both out. FLUX, 21st century of money or 21st century money. That's a cool name.
So I'm just gonna use Binance, but it's on crypto.com, it's on Kraken. So those are two US exchanges that everybody can use in the US. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna I don't even know what Flux is. So but we'll just look at the chart. So here's the weekly. Let me see all data.
we'll check that out for you too as well, LL.
Yeah. Hold
We got another one. We got another request.
on. Oh my gosh. When did this thing come out? Probably 2021. Bad timing to come out. Peak of the bull market, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
wow, look at it. That 1 month. It must have came out like at $10. So it's at 60 cents roughly. Let
Is
me zoom in a little bit.
it looks like Flux is number 297.
So it has definitely a lot of room for growth. What's its total market cap?
Its total market cap is 225 million, so it's a quarter of a billion.
All right, so a 4x would put it at a billion.
That's actually
So
doable. This could be a billion
so
dollar
a
coin.
10x would put it at 2.5 billion.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. I mean, it's coming down to a key level here at 50 cents. It's bounced off. That's volume point of control. Definitely, that's right now acting as support. Just zooming into a daily candle wick. And on the daily, whoops, hold on.
All the requests are now popping in.
Yeah. Now the
Everybody's
daily,
waking up
it's right
7:30.
at its volume point of control. It's got to break through all the moving averages on the daily, which I don't think that might be a little bit of resistance there. But once it breaks up above this 67 cents, we'll call it, it's going to probably go to a dollar or so,
Yeah.
90 cents to a dollar. And then, I mean, if it continues in the up direction after it breaks that dollar, it might go to like yeah, once it breaks above a dollar to a dollar 10, then we could see it at $1.50 to $2. And then from there, I think it would just be if there's a lot of volume and momentum, maybe it could wick or shoot up to its all-time high of what was it, $10? So that would put it at roughly like a 13x,
Yeah.
14x. So that'd probably put it around a $3 to $4 billion market cap. It definitely put it into the top 100.
Yeah. It's going to be a push for that, but
So I
yeah.
don't know, but I don't
It's
know
all about
what
the
it does.
marketing, the news, the team.
What's its use case? Is it serving a
Exactly.
large enough
Right.
demographic or whatever to
So
support that?
we'll have to swing back to that. But we also got a we
That
got a
was
multi
Flux. Hold on, I gotta go
well, hold
Zen.
on before you do that one. Before we go into Zen, we're going to swing back to Zen, 21st century. But
All
we
right,
got a couple of people that are asking for Jasmine,
all right,
and
and
we'll check out Oasis as well. I don't know how much time you got, but
I can just do Jasmine and Zen, and then I gotta cut it.
do Jasmine and then do Oasis.
What's all right? Here's Jasmine, and full disclosure, I do have some Jasmine. So it definitely came down to the 200-day moving average, bounced off of it, but um, it's breaking out from there. I again, we got to just get above these moving averages of the 20 and 50-day moving average, but really it gets above this. We'll just for ease call it 35. Excuse me, not 35 cents, 3.5 cents. I think once it gets above that, a little more resistance at close to 4 cents, and then probably have a little bit of resistance, 4.5, 5 cents. I mean, it's gonna, who knows how much resistance this area is gonna give it. It could be some, but I don't think it's gonna be a lot. And then I think it's gonna get above 6 cents pretty quickly. And it's all-time high. I forgot, it's some crazy number, I think, for it being down at 3 cents.
LL says that he needs a $1 Jasmine to quit his job.
What's the market cap on, hold on, Jasmine. Let me see.
Do you have it?
I'm finding it right now.
Here, just I can check that out for you. Is it number 71? Yeah, Jasmine coins number 71 is
Yeah, it's
1.6
1.66 billion.
1.6 billion. Insane.
1.6 billion. So here, we'll do a little math for you then and see. So if a dollar would make sense, right? So if we took a dollar and we divided it by its current price of, we're just going to say 0.033,
Yeah.
right? That would be a 30x. So that would mean, so we'll times that by 1.6 for 1.6 billion.
We're trying to
That
figure
means the
out
market cap would be 48 billion. So a $50 billion market cap. Um,
at a dollar.
at a dollar.
So we're trying to retire you here, LL, but that's a big jump.
You know,
50 billion. But I don't see it being that far-fetched
it's
considering that
not
it's in the
that
top
far-fetched,
100.
but I mean
It's
it's
not,
at so it's
but
at
it's
three
still a
cents right
lot.
now. I mean, I see this being a 50-cent coin. I think it has the legs, maybe it could go up to 50 cents.
Right. But to put it into perspective, the reality of a $50 billion market cap coin, you got to take into consideration, you know, what is that? That's like USDC number 8, you know? That's
Yes.
just below Dogecoin's total market cap. So can it be in the top 10? As of right now, obviously not, but like as money floods into the market, it's possible. But I think you're more on target with the 50 cents, Brian. So, all right, I know you got to get going, Brian, but
So that'll get them halfway there.
yeah, we'll get you
All
halfway
right,
there.
yeah. All
Try
right.
oh, can you do Oasis real quick?
What's this? What's the ticker?
Uh, Oasis, OASIS.
All right. No, that doesn't seem right.
Hey, LL, do you have the ticker for Oasis, or do you know what it is?
Find it too.
Oh, it's Rose, ROSE.
That's why it came up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Thanks.
go Binance. Oh, they rebranded, I think.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah.
8 cents right now. It's got a little bit of work to get above this. We'll just call it like 9 cents, but it's working its way there. There'll be a little more resistance at 12 cents, maybe 15 cents. And then after that, let me zoom out. But again, any one of these levels could push it back down. But usually, if we're having a strong altcoin season, pretty much all altcoins are going to be going up. It's just a matter of what degree, what percentage. Some will only go up 5% in the day, while others might do 50%. So it all varies. I mean, this is just me guessing. Uh, yeah, let me see. So, hmm. Yeah, I think really you got to get above 17 cents. I don't know if this level will be much. So between 14 and 17 cents, we got to get through that. Maybe 28 cents, and then you're 45 cents. After that, you could be pushing, yeah, 60 cents. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't know enough about it. I don't know if this one could like skyrocket, but I think
Well, its current market cap right now is just under 600 million.
okay,
It's
so
number 141, you know.
I mean, I could see it getting up to 60. I mean, maybe 80 cents.
I mean, like its website, it's all about Web3 and AI privacy, so it's in the artificial intelligence
Okay,
development.
so I mean, it probably could have who knows? It could be 10x in there
Yeah.
or 5x. I think there's definitely
Well,
growth there.
yeah, if
I
it's
just don't
pushing
know
that kind of use case, I mean, that's obviously it says
big.
smart privacy and for Web3 and AI. I don't know, this might be one to actually consider looking into further.
Yeah,
But
so could this be $1 a token coin? I think that's possible.
I I
That would
love
be
the
a 12x.
I love the coins that are in the top 200. I love that. You
All
know,
right, that's all
or the
I got
top.
for now. I'm way late now.
Yeah, no
So
worries,
I'm
man.
gonna have to cut you guys short. Sorry, I couldn't do
Yeah, no,
more
hey, thanks for joining
charts
the
on the coin.
conversation, guys, and thanks for putting out the different cryptos. We love it when you guys bring up different things to look at, and we love to look at those with you. So, if you
Yes.
guys could do us a huge favor, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. That would mean the world to us. We are going to put out some more videos this week, shorts and regular videos. I know Brian's got a busy schedule, but our next
I'm
live
gonna
is going to be Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yep,
And I'm
Sunday.
gonna try to get out a CLV video at some point.
Yep. So, love you guys. Love crypto. Can't wait for Trump to be in office. Gonna
3
be
days
exciting.
away.
Bada
Woo!
bing, bada boom, boop. All right. See you guys.